As I mentioned in prior videos, I spent this past weekend watching 6 hours of the Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting televised on CNBC, and I've since reviewed it and given it a lot of thought. And I asked myself, what would I do different if, when I in 1966 got married, what would I do different if that was today? And I think the lesson I came away from the Berkshire Hathaway meeting: just invest. Just invest in good companies and build a fortune. So what I did was I said, okay, if I'm 21 today, where would I invest? Well, the first thing I would do would be create a Roth IRA. And in this video, I want to share with you where today I would put my $6,000. Now, since I just got married and I'm 22, what am I going to do with Nita's $6,000? Am I going to put that in a Roth? No, I really don't think so. I'm going to do what Warren did, and I'm going to become either an entrepreneur or I'm going to partner with other people and build a fortune on the side of my investments, whether it be in real estate or finding other companies to invest in. So what I want to do in this video is go into detail of what I would do if I were 22 years old today and I had my investment future in front of me. I'd follow what Warren did. And this is not financial advice. This is financial education, and we'll get right to it.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
So what I did was say, okay, today I got married, I'm 22 years old, where am I going to invest? Based on what I know today is going to happen in the fields of artificial intelligence, genome sequencing, genome editing, ChatGPT, all the changes that are going to happen in this world, changes that the CEO of Google said are going to be more important to our society than the invention of fire or the invention of the telephone or the invention of the internet. The change is going to be so great. So I asked myself, who's going to facilitate this change, and what would be a smart portfolio for me to put my $6,000 into? So I want to take you to my computer and show you what the 6 companies are. Now, over the next 45 years, things might change, and I would have to be aware of that change and possibly make some adjustments. But today, these are the companies, and these are the amounts that I would put into my Roth IRA. Let's take a look at it. Okay, as is my common practice, I create an Excel spreadsheet to put information together and organize it in a way that I can understand it. And what I basically said is I'm going to open a Roth IRA if I were 22 years today, and I would hold Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, Meta, Berkshire Hathaway, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. The stocks in yellow are basically because of the change that I see coming in the world through artificial intelligence, machine learning, synthetic biology, genome sequencing, genome editing. These are the companies that are going to facilitate it. They're not going to be the startups that bring it to the forefront, but these are the people who hold the data that is going to make the change possible. These are the people who hold the money that makes it available, that it's going to make it available. So these are the companies I want to invest in. I've added to that Berkshire Hathaway. And again, that's because of the 6 hours I've spent and the studies that I've done preceding those 6 hours on Berkshire, and how I think Warren and his staff have put together a combination of not only investing in stocks, but also investing in 60 other companies that generate money that give him the ability to invest in good companies. So I want to own Berkshire Hathaway. And that's truly the model, if I were 22 today, that I would implement. Again, as I said, this would be my Roth IRA. We would take Nita's $6,000, not put it in a Roth, but instead invested in businesses, whether it be real estate or I go out and find people who have good businesses that want my $6,000 this year to help them grow their business. So that's the way I would go about it. But let's focus on my investments, my $6,000 into these funds and Berkshire Hathaway. So then what I did was I said, since I got 6,000, I've come within $50 of my 6,000 by buying 6 shares of Amazon, 7 shares of Alphabet, 6 shares of Apple, 2 shares of Meta, 3 shares of Berkshire, 3 shares of Microsoft, and 4 shares of NVIDIA. And here you see the amounts that come up to $5,952.60. This number here is their historical rate of return. What I did was go back to 2004 and say, okay, if I had invested in Amazon in 2004, what would my average rate of return been over that period of time? And it's 32%. Alphabet was 22, Apple 45, Meta 26, Berkshire 10, Microsoft 17, and NVIDIA 49, and that came up to an average of 29%. And again, based on what I know is what I believe is going to happen in the future, I am saying, okay, I can achieve, if I invest in these stocks and monitor them regularly, and if in fact my analysis make changes, I can achieve an average rate of return of 29% from 2023 in my Roth IRA from this point on. So what I've got here is I put $6,000 in my Roth IRA. I get my 29%, which yields me a growth of $1,740, which gives me a balance of $7,740. That I then add in 2014 as my base, plus I invest another $6,000. And as you can see, then if I achieve this average, and again, some years I'm going to get 50%, and some years I'm going to lose 25%. But I'm saying I average 29%. You can see how it grows. And it's astronomical. Again, 6,000 in a Roth IRA, and I project in 2026, I'll have, that's hundreds, that's thousands, that's millions, that's billions. $1.69 billion of tax-free money. Now, does this make some outlandish investment? No, it's $6,000 a year into this stock portfolio, and achieving an average rate of return of 29%. And I want to emphasize, we might get down here to 2038, and someone has replaced Amazon. Someone has more data than Amazon. Is that possible? No, it's probable. Because through synthetic biology, the whole scheme of how we gather data and how we store that data and how we manage that data is going to change. And it may not be NVIDIA that facilitates that change. It may be that Apple is not the brand it was in 2023. But if I will recognize these possibilities of change, educate myself, keep myself educated, keep reading, in 2036, I will know how to restructure the portfolio based upon what's coming in the future. And then if I take the emotion out of it and don't pay attention to what Jerome Powell or whomever he is replaced with, or our government, what they are doing. And don't get excited about bank failures, because I'm not investing in banks. I'm investing in technological change. And I am of the belief that is where the future lies in all aspects of our world. Again, go back to the CEO of Google, who made the statement on 60 Minutes and said the invention or the recognition and harnessing of artificial intelligence is going to change the world. So what is the takeaway here? Whether you're 22, 32, 42, 52, 62, 72, just start an investment program. Start dollar cost averaging into the stocks that are going to change the world, the companies that are going to change the world that you live in. And how do you know? Read. Just go buy books and understand. The latest book that I'm reading or have read is The Genesis Machine, and it talks about synthetic biology. It talks about artificial intelligence. It talks about how the world is going to change and how the companies and who the companies are that are going to adapt to it. The second message is diversify your investments. As I said, if I had to do it over again and I could muster $12,000 a year to go into investments, I'd put $6,000 of it into a Roth IRA, and then I would go invest the other $6,000 into an entrepreneurial effort, whether it be investing in someone else's business or my business, whether it be real estate or it be, I was going to say a restaurant. I don't think I'd want to do that. Maybe I would follow Warren's message and find a small insurance company that I could make an investment in, because if you will read his 10K and how they use insurance float in order to get free money to invest and manage the risk against the premium, insurance is an amazing investment. Go find his 10K. It is a difficult read, and understand how that company is structured and how they make their money, and you'll become the best investor in the world. That's my message to you, particularly if you're 22 years old, just got married, just graduated from college, starting a career. Find some money to invest, and then create a discipline that you invest regularly and you learn every day. I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I'm a CFP, a CHSC, and a CLU, and I just want to share my knowledge and help you make better investment decisions. Learn the tax code. We're building our website out, and that's going to be a part of it. And then create family wealth. That's also going to be a part of our website. We hope to have it up and running so you can ask questions and we can give answers, not only about where to invest your money, but how to manage your money. What's a 529 education program? What's a living trust? What's a generation skipping trust? What's a stop loss order? These are the things you need to know to manage your financial world. I'll talk to you more about this in the future.